Just a quick reminder, I will be going live today at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM today. I was supposed to go live yet again 2 days in a row, but I was too tired at 8 p.m. yesterday, but I didn't. I think that I am going to do a later live today, but it won't be scheduled, and if it is, it'll be scheduled close to 30 minutes to an hour, and I don't know if YouTube's going to send out that notification in time enough for you to prepare for the live. Hopefully, if you're already on YouTube, you tune in. But I just want to get into just also another reminder that July 7th, oh God, I'm a month back. July 7th, Natureboy is going to have his bond hearing. Now, I have plans because I am a morning person to get up way before 9 o'clock and start a live with you guys and an open panel where we will talk up until the bond hearing at 9 and then search for on YouTube where the bond hearing possibly could be held live. Now, we did get an update from True, but he was just talking general. He wasn't sure if it was going to be recorded on YouTube. He said, but there was a large possibility that it would be hosted on YouTube. So we just have to wait till tomorrow and see how that plays out. Either way, there'll be someone who will update us, and then I will update you guys while we're still live, hopefully, on the fate of Natureboy and him getting out or them holding him. Because allegedly they're saying, and I did not go and see what day it was that he got arrested. Right now, it's not in front of me to see what day he got arrested, to see if it's even 90 days. If it's like a day shy of 90 days, the judge has a right to be able to hold him for another 30 days or until his lawyer is able to schedule another bond hearing before the 30 days for him to get a bond. We already know the outcome of the bond could be no bond, if it, like I said, if it's shy of 90 days, or a bond that he cannot make. I don't even want to predict what can happen, because if he has not been indicted, if we haven't even got an update that we can look up on the court records that he has been indicted on any of these charges, they're going to have to set a bond that he's going to be able to make. If he was indicted, even even then they're entitled to a bond after 90 days. But the judge, if they see an indictment, can make a really high bond so that they can sit them down. Now, if he's not indicted after the 90 days, I'm not talking about if he's a day or two shy of 90 days, but if he is indicted on any of these charges after 90 days, they have to make a bond that he can make, because of the simple fact that now it's being looked at as you're holding an innocent man basically against his will. He doesn't want to be there without an indictment. And you can't just have someone sitting while you wait and you had a certain amount of time to get this information, or you'd have to give him a bond or let him leave on his own recognizance. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. Courts can be tricky. I don't know the law. But getting right into Sheeba, Sheeba was the best person to relay the message to the public on the triggers of Neytiri and Solar trying to be the new fake woke. And I'm being funny, but they're doing their thing. But we all know that these were fake woke people, couples, community, tribe leaders, tribe followers. They are supposed to be in the conscious community, and nothing about them are woke, and they're not definitely conscious at all, and they should not be even saying that they're in the conscious community. But I think a lot of people are triggered by mainly what Neytiri and Solar are trying to do, which is be
The audacity of
fake.
people. Like I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand the way people's mind work. Like, you put yourself, first of all, you a grown person, and you said, I'm gonna come over here into this man's life because I like what he's doing and I respect what he's doing. I want to come over there, I want to join him, I want to help him build that. And then when something doesn't go the way that you thought it was going to go, now you saying that he's to blame for your experience. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. You decided to go over there. You're a grown being. Okay, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. You decided. You made the choice. Stop releasing accountability. Stop like disregarding responsibility, and that's on principle. Like you are
fake woke power couple. Like they're trying to be a duplicate carbon copy of Velvet and Nature Boy. I think True, like I said before, True is there to stop the madness. He's there to conquer and divide. I said this before. If True was to take his little military check and leave, no one would have this power to keep this fight going. And I've been said this. True is there. He's set there for a reason. He's there to stop whatever is happening for that moment that is not in the favor of Nature Boy. So Sheeba has, in the eyes of the public, in the eyes of local authorities, people that are watching, taking notes, copying these videos to, assess them in their case, the lawyers on one side and the lawyers on the other side, which is on Nature Boy's side, so that they can present the information to the jury if it goes to trial. However, Sheeba is the best person for the job because she's looked at as someone speaking her own mind from a distance, not being coerced by anyone, because Nature Boy, one, is in jail, and
the audacity of people. But I feel like it's very important. Sometimes I've really I've always had to reflect on myself, but when I have, I've thought to myself, wow, like that moment you should have spoke up. That moment you should have spoke up. In this moment you should have spoke up. But right now, I decided to follow through with that. When I hear that from, it's like something in me is telling me, do it. I know it's my higher self, because if a message is coming through me, I definitely don't want to block that message.
And two, True is somewhere else in another state. She was sent, back with her family because of worrying about her child being taken away because of her allowing herself and having a young one be in this type of a situation that's not healthy for a kid. But we all know she was insinuating Neytiri and 𝗪𝗪. She's not going to say no one's name because that's intimidating a witness, and she is still affiliated with Carbonation, aka Nature Boy 3 God. So she probably doesn't want to say too much and get Nature Boy in trouble. But she did clap back, and she said how she felt without mentioning names. I thought that she was kind of brilliant this time around articulating herself, because a lot of times she's kind of lost in the sauce, and I don't know where she's coming from at all. So I think that personally, she didn't have a problem with being ordered to speak on this matter, because she probably is triggered by seeing it as well. It probably was a flashback of seeing Velvet and Nature Boy, and also seeing Neytiri, I'm calling Neytiri Nature Boy. Neytiri and 𝗪𝗪 trying to be that couple. And they've been hanging around the barbershop and they got the haircut. They've been around long enough as a student to see how Nature Boy maneuvered and went around things on social media for his own financial gain. And he didn't have to work. These two people don't want to work, and they're going to reinvent the wheel in their own sort of way, not probably doing anything to get themselves in the kind of trouble that Nature Boy got himself into, but they're trying to duplicate as a carbon copy what Nature Boy did and how he had Velvet in place to do it, so that they can sit home and enjoy each other's company and collect a bag. That is what the ultimate goal is, and Sheeba spoke on all of that. And some of what she says I resonate with. Some of what she also says is hypocritical, because you have to look at your relationship with True and how that came about, and how you guys had Ja and how that came about, and then sit with yourself and say, really, should you be talking about these people that you were in the same circle with, but they're no different, or what they did was no more trifling than what you did, going back to Natureboy and having him, or allowing him to call you one of his wives, who, whenever he wanted you because he was bored with say Neytiri or Malia at the time, or Aya, then you were one of his toys that he played with when he got tired of the other girls, and you were a servant in the kitchen to prepare his foods, and your baby's father, who Natureboy, yeah, paired you with, is in the other room while you're pampering to your master teacher, aka your three god, aka Natureboy. So we don't have room to talk about anything that these people are doing unless you were doing things differently. You all had a turn of being trifling, or definitely letting the community know there's nothing conscious about this community. If anything, it's a lot of things that you guys are doing was questionable. You just left Sheeba, a community that we saw you all lined up against the wall. You had to get up and slap the person nearest you, and you did it. So I don't think you really have room to talk, but at the same time, I do respect that you had a conversation on a download and you brought this all to life. Maybe, like I said again, it triggered Sheeba, and we saw a side of her since she's been gone that we haven't seen in a long time. She's very energetic in this live download that she had did, and hopefully we hear more from her, and maybe through her emotions of what's going on now. Sometimes people tell more than they're supposed to, and we figure it out. We always do up here on this channel. So only time will tell. And again, we will be going live tomorrow, uh, July 7th, and we will be seeing what is the fate for Natureboy with this bond hearing. Until next time.